I look at Valentine's Day as the day of celebration and having fun with myself. I'm single, quite happily so. I'm older, but there are so many people out there who use our social media and dating sites now to meet people. It's not like during my time when I would meet people who lived on my block, or I knew someone who they were related to, or some other connection. Now we use social media and other avenues to meet people that we would like to spend time with. So, unfortunately, we have people out there who are seeking to take advantage of folks on Valentine's Day or just in the name of love or relationship, period. There are many successful relationships that have been started on social media, but like so many good things, there's always someone looking to take advantage of folks. So, this video today is about some information that FTC put out to once again warn us about these various scam artists on social media in regards to relationships. This is a warning put out by the Federal Trade Commission, and it came out the 1st of February about fake relationship profiles on various social media sites. Social media is a wonderful place to meet people, start relationships, find people of like interest and everything. But you also have to know there are a lot of people out there. Sole purpose is to meet people to take advantage of. They create these fake profiles, and that's what the FTC is warning us about. They use the very things that make us unique, the desire for friendship, love, and companionship. And they use these very components of our being to try to extract money by using these wonderful traits to take advantage of us. So we need to be mindful and wary that these things do happen. This is continuing on from the Federal Trade Commission, and it's continuing with the issues. And it tells you here these people create these fake profiles. And as you can see from the Federal Trade Commission, there are thousands of reports each year about these romance scammers. The FTC, with the banking organizations, created the infographic that we're going to cover in a minute. It was the American Bankers Association Foundation. They came up with some little points to put in the infographic to help people avoid this scam. Many times we have a wonderful opportunity to have a great time on Valentine's Day. Some people have week long activities. You know, Valentine's Day is something that starts happening right around the 1st of February. So I guess you could say it's a month long activity. But couples plan wonderful things. Some people plan 2 weeks of activities, and some people have the one big Valentine's Day. But you know, we have one view of Valentine's Day, but these scammers' whole purpose is to take these same feelings and wonderful activities to get money from you. So we have visions of candy and all kind of wonderful things happening, gifts, but then there's this individual who sees this as a way to extract money from you because they know these things that we long for, that is so very important in a human capacity, is to love and share and care. So these individuals the Federal Trade Commission is warning us about are using these same emotions to trick people out of their money. This slide, I just want to remind people who may have been victimized by this thing, do not feel bad. You are just exhibiting the human traits and characters that we all have. So it's not your fault for being human. It's the fault of these individuals who try to use these characteristics to take advantage of us. So don't feel bad if you've been a victim of this. Do not feel bad about yourself like you were not paying attention, because these idiots are out there doing some unsavory things, and all they see is this day as a way to make money, to steal from us. So don't let them take your joy. What we want to do is get these individuals sent to jail. So enjoy Valentine's Day. And if you meet somebody, have a great time, but be mindful that on the internet there are people solely looking for ways to get money. The next portion of the video is just going to be discussing the infographic that the FTC created with the banks. So it's going to talk about the different little points they want to bring out once again to help warn us and protect us from these romance scams that's going on. Now, I've taken their wonderful graphic and kind of broke it up. This is the first little part. It asked about online dating scams. It has an online has an online love interest ask you for money. That to me, I'm a little crazy. But some people, when you really care about somebody, that's what you do. You share what you have. You there to help the people you care about. So if you've done this, I'm going to say this again. Do not feel bad about yourself. It's their loss, not yours. It just shows that you are a wonderful individual. You have the right heart. So don't let this make you so sorrowful. I know it's a terrible thing to be tricked. I've been scammed before. So it makes you angry. But in a situation that's dealing with relationship and love, it can be very embarrassing and hurtful when you realize you're being taken advantage of. The main thing to do is realize that this is a fraud and stop yourself before you get in too deep. Now, this particular portion of the infographic shows scammers know millions of people use online dating sites. They are there too, hiding behind fake profiles. If you look at these profiles, they're kind of varied, aren't they? You have a younger person, you have an older person, an older lady, you have a black gentleman, and they have different. They have something for whatever you're looking for. So you have to be mindful that you cannot see this person. As I said in the very beginning, relationships today are not like it used to be, where the people you were dealing with was someone who knew someone that you knew. So online dating sites, I think, are great. It's a way for busy people to meet wonderful people who love the same things they love. But always remember, there are people hiding out there to do you hurt. They look good, they look legit, but they're not. Now, this part of the infographics gives you some signs of a scam. They profess love too quickly. They claim to be from the U.S. but is overseas for business or military service. Asks for money and lures you off the dating site. Don't do that. Do all your communications through the dating site. Never send people money. I don't care how much you feel attached to this individual. When people are asking you for money you don't know. And I'm going to stop right here and I want to add this little caveat. I was watching Oprah Winfrey years ago, and she had one of these a really high professional investigators, private investigator, on her show, and they were discussing women who married later in life. And he said that all his clients, the bulk of his clients, were for women who were over 40 who were getting married and ran background checks on the men they were interested in. I have a girlfriend in California. She will definitely go down to the courthouse and pull records. So it's not an unreasonable thing for us to do in this day and time, especially with what can be at stake. I know a lot of times we feel like, well, if I love this person, then I should trust them. Well, then what I would recommend doing, you sit down and you do it together. Let him run a background check on you, but do not send money to people you don't know. Now, another sign is their little excuse for money. They have numerous excuses, as you can see from the infographics. Says claim to need money for emergencies, hospital bills, or travel. Plans to visit but can't because of an emergency. They're always busy. They never get a chance to come to see you. They can go everywhere else but to come here to visit you. So that's a red flag right there. So I just would encourage us, myself included, before you take people at face value on social media, you need to make sure that they are real. Spend time getting to know them, do a little background check if you're really interested. And the sites you want to use are really reputable social media sites. dating sites. Do a little research on the dating site. Now, this portion of the infographic I found staggering. $220 million lost in 2016. Now, this was reported by the FBI. And what it says here, it says reports to the FBI tripled over 5 years, as you can see from their graphic. It's a big business. Once they figure out that they can con lonely people or people who are trusting, please do not feel bad about yourself if you've done this. It's nothing wrong with being human. And it says a lot for this day and age that people actually are this caring, that they really feel that much compassion for people to go above and beyond. They have included some suggestions about what to do. And I've mentioned this in one of my other videos about scams. Slow down and talk to someone you trust. Don't listen so intently to the person and you don't pause and let somebody give you some suggestion about what this person is saying. And what does it say here? Don't let a scammer rush you. It's like somebody telling you, well, if you don't buy it now, you won't get the deal. My whole thing is, if not going to be here when I come back, maybe I don't need it. If I have any kind of reservation about something, I'm not going to rush into it. And it says here, never wire money. Put money on a gift or cash reload card, or send cash to an online love interest. You won't get it back. Once you wire money or give someone a gift card or cash, there's no way to get it back. I cannot restate that enough. It's so sad when you find out you've been taken advantage of and you've wired this money and you cannot get it back. It's gone. The Western Union will not give you the money back when you find out it's a scam. It's not like putting stop payment on a check. Check with the friends you have. Discuss things with them. Look into this person. Google this individual. See if they're real. I had an offer for, cause somebody must have hacked this person's uh, email that I knew in Africa. And they sent me some email asking for money, telling me that the grandbaby was in the hospital and needed a kidney. And all I had to do was wire this money. And I did not wire any money. I checked in the hospital. There was no surgeon by that name or anything. See, so it was all a scam. So if you check 9 out of 10, you'll see the little red flags. And it says here, contact your bank right away if you think you sent money to a scammer. Now, from a bank perspective, you may be able to stop it or have the money retracted from the bank if it went from your bank to another bank. So there may be some way to get some of it back. And this next part said, report your experience to the online dating site. That's very important. They need to know that this individual is a fraudulent person, and make a complaint to the Federal Trade Commission. And what's interesting, the Federal Bureau of Investigation is interested in a complaint as well. So don't feel shame or hurt or whatever. It's painful and hurtful, and but you have done nothing wrong. You are just a wonderful person who has cared about someone enough to try to assist them in their time of need. Here's some additional information and contact locations for this issue of dating scams that was on the bottom of this page under the infographic. So when you go to that website, you can click on these links and get additional information. Valentine is a wonderful time. It's a time of celebration, of friendship, love, and all of those good things. So just because there's some spoilers out there, we're not going to let that stop us from being human. And if you've experienced this, do not be too hard on yourself. you're just exhibiting a wonderful character, a wonderful spirit of caring enough about someone to try to help them in their time of need, as I said earlier. But we have to be mindful that there are people out there seeking to take advantage of us. If you have experienced that, please report it. And if you know a friend who may be vulnerable, please draw near to that friend. And this is happening to men and women. And it's on the uprise because there's so much social media out there and so many sites now that promote dating and interaction. So we just have to be smart on how we conduct ourselves on social media in relationships and other human contact. But you are being a human being. The social media and the IT industry has not turned you into a gigabit or a little piece of electronic snippet running down the wire. So have a great Valentine and a time of celebration and joy, and continue being human. And thank you so much for visiting my channel, and I hope you find this video useful. Have a great day.